Hey there, what is up, plant community? The Green Thumb here. So, today's video is going to be that palm tree update video, finally. So, let's get started with it. So, here we have my parlor palm. It is a little burnt here, but that's to be expected. But we got some new fronds coming up. These here are the newer fronds, so I'm quite happy with that. I have 3 left remaining. I'll take it. And then we'll pan over here, and we got my pygmy date palm, Phoenix rubellini, scientific name. So, yeah, it's doing pretty good. It's definitely fanned out a lot more since I've had it, where it was more tighter and compact, but I'm completely fine with that. I like my plants to grow more natural. Doing good. Has some good spears. This one's still unfurling. This guy has some dry tips, but that's to be expected. I don't expect my palms to ever look perfect. And then here we got this little guy right here. Spear, still good. Everything's good. I keep him watered until he gets a little too dry, then I water him again. So yeah, soil hasn't evaporated or anything like that, so I won't have to worry about him for a while. Also fast draining soil too. Just since he's more in the shade, I don't have to worry about him as much. He's more in shade and sun. He gets a little bit of morning and afternoon and evening sun, but then he gets shaded out for the rest of the day, like you can see. But yeah, doing great. Love this guy. Hopefully I can keep him alive and get him out here next year and he can grow nice and tall. Then over here, we have my cycad. It is called a sago palm. Not really a sago palm. I call them Japanese cycads because that's where they originate from. This is the new flush of growth. Harden up. Of course, this is stunted because, well, it was left a little bit in the pot too long. Then we got some of the old fronds there with some yellow. Most people would trim those away, but honestly, it doesn't bother me one bit to have those. It looks more naturalized that way. It looks like just a wild plant, and honestly, I like the wild look on plants sometimes. And also, I forgot to mention, this will include cycads and my Cordyline australis, like it always does. Originally, guys, I had this video already made, but I had to redo it because I originally forgot an update on a palm. But here is my Livistona chinensis, doing really well, putting up some new fronds. I did trim the dead off the fronds on some of them. Some of them I did not because to me it wasn't that bad. This here is the newest frond. This is a new frond coming up. Then I don't think you guys can really see it, but in there, there's a little thing in the middle. And when I looked, I noticed there was a little bit of green. So that means a new spear is definitely coming up. And when I get a new spear, I'll have to definitely try to do a short or a video on it. But yeah, I'm happy. That means I'll have 3 trunks of my Livistona chinensis. So, yay. Or Chinese fan palm. Then the one over here, I got to match it. Chinese windmill palm. Trachycarpus fortunii. Think I'm getting good with the scientific names. I'm starting to learn them really well. So, yeah, this guy I repotted recently, and he doesn't seem to be phased by it one bit. Here's the newest frond still coming up and still got a strong spear. But of course, I also did not mess with any of those roots. The little part with the fibers right here is getting thicker and it's losing some of the older fibers, so I'm slowly picking those away. But yeah, Trachycarpus fortunii, Chinese fan palm, it's doing good. It'll probably have to go through another winter like it did because I try to zone push as many of my palms as I can. And then over here, we have my Majesty Palm. Looks like we got some dead creeping up there, so I'll trim that frond away whenever it comes time. Just like I did to this frond over here, where it just completely died back. But, yeah, new frond. Nice new frond. And then we got a spear coming up there. I actually got to water this guy again. I brought him out too early. He got a little burnt. That's me, though. I get a little impatient. This here was the newest frond coming up until I decided that, yeah, I'm just going to throw you out here. But yeah, all in all, looking good. Starting to get nice and big. Not sure if I can get in there and show you guys the trunk. You guys can't really see it too much, but yeah, this thing's really taken off. And yeah, I definitely gotta water it for sure. Even some of the plants right here are getting kind of droopy, like, yeah, water me. So yeah, we haven't had rain in 2 weeks, so that's fun. And then over here we have my fishtail palm. I did split it up. I kept 3 trunks. I was originally gonna divide it up a little bit more, but it was hard enough getting 1 trunk out. So yeah, and of course, after me doing that, it did do a little bit of this, but that's to be expected. Whenever this guy was at Northern Tropics and they were constantly splitting this guy up, they said, you know, don't worry about that. It's just a little bit of shock. Just let it go through its shock. It'll probably take about maybe a week, maybe 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe even a month, but it'll pull through. So yeah, no major results on that. And then over here I have Indy's Palms trunk right there. He has a good spear coming up right there. Strong, nice spear, a little bit of foliage. Then we got this one, and there's a piece of grass in there. I don't want that growing in there for him. So that one's gonna be good. Got some dead I need to trim away for him. Then right here, last time I checked, there was some green on that. So yeah, hopefully he has 3 of them. If not, he does have a little piece right there that will clump up in the trunk. So yeah, hopefully it will do really well for him. And hopefully he'll have a nice stunning specimen that will be clumping and will get nice and big. This guy used to be taller, but I kind of only have so much space and room, so I only can up them in so big of a pot before I have to do something with them. So yeah, in this case it was splitting up and dividing the palm. Alright, then we'll go over here to my Dayun spinulosum. I got this for a trade from a local person here. He had it. He said he could keep the Dayun spinulosum because he found out that he was quite allergic to it. I gave him a big old jade for it. He seemed to like the jade. At least I hope he likes the jade. And yeah, before I knew it, I had this guy, and he's doing really well, doing good for me, and gave him some nice little flowers on the bottom there. He's producing me new spears, new fronds. Right there's the newest frond. Right here's a new frond. That's newer. That just popped up, literally. And then, yeah, all these fronds right here are the older fronds. And, yeah, really happy to have this plant. Found out they're kind of pricey. Depends on where you go to or how you get them. And, Yeah, looking good. Happy to have him. He's an endangered species in the wild, so of course I showcase his plant, and whenever I get a chance, I try to teach people about endangered species like the Dioon spinulosum. And then over here we have the Cordyline australis, doing good. We have some yellowing back here of the leaves, some that are fully dead that I have to trim away. But I'm gonna wait to do that because after this video, I'm actually gonna take it out of the pot because it's sunk down from the last time I repotted it, and I'm gonna lift it up a bit, give it some room for those roots. But yeah, otherwise than that, doing really good. I just got to, like I said, take them out of the pot a bit and not really mess with those roots, but put some more soil in there and water him. I've been leaving him up to his own accord, and I think that's leaving some yellow on the foliage. So I will definitely have to probably start watering it, because 2 weeks is, man, even for this guy, it's a bit of a struggle. It's a struggle bus. So yeah, we'll go to the back. See what I mean, guys? Struggle bus. He has tomatoes in that pot. He usually leaves it up to the weather. We haven't got nothing for rain, and I mean nothing. So yeah, the last rain we got was literally, I kid you not, literally just enough to get everything wet. Like, not even the soil, like it just kind of fell on the foliage like a mist, and that's literally all it did. It was I would definitely say it was sad and pathetic for a rainstorm we was supposed to have. You know, I figured while we're here, maybe I'll give you guys an update on my neighbor's palm here. This is a parlor palm I gave my neighbor. He doesn't open his blinds much, but somehow it grew and lived. And he has all of his trunks. A little bit of scorch, but that's to be expected, like I told him, being brought out in the sun like that and a little bit of shade, you know, it's not used to all that. So yeah, but his palm's doing particularly good. So that's a nice little parlor palm, and a nice little prickly pear I gotta watch out for, because I do not want to get hit by that. Those suck. Which is why I'm gonna limit my prickly pear, because yeah, they suck. I mean, they're cool to have and they have nice flowers, but man, I do not like getting pricked by them. And then over here we have this Cordyline australis, doing good. I'm gonna try to protect him. Hopefully he'll do good. Hopefully we have a really mild winter, and anything that's frost, I'll try to protect it and keep it covered the best I can anyways. And hopefully the ground doesn't freeze. I mean, so far it's been in a state where the ground freezes, but it also doesn't stay for long anymore like it used to. So yeah, hopefully I can keep him going. Got him in the ground a little late, but it'd be cool if I can get one like that and he starts trunking and keeping him in the ground and just protecting him. Don't know how I'd continue to protect him, but I sure would try. Now we're gonna go all up in here with the loud fan. So over here is my bamboo palm. Still doing good, doing great. We got a little bit of dead right down there that I got to trim away. Still giving me some good growth, slowly though, slowly. And still got that spear. And yeah, it's surviving. It's doing good though. I must say I'm impressed with it. It took temps down to 35 degrees. Of course, I don't have a way to always protect my palms, so I try my best to zone push them. If it gets too cold, Then, of course, I do take them away and I keep them in, kind of keep them in a dormancy where they're in darkness and they just don't grow at all. If I can keep them that way. Usually, not all my palms I can keep that way. Sorry for the shaky camera quality, guys. I heard a noise behind me and that freaked me out a bit. And then over here we have my ladyfinger palm. Doing good. New spear right there. Some of the old foliage just got burned a bit. But yeah, seems to be doing good. It's growing. We got this guy right there that's shot out a little bit more. We got him right there. Gonna bury him a bit. And then we got this guy right there trying to produce some fronds. So yeah, we do got some palms going. And we do have them really starting to take off now, especially since things are warming up and things like that. It's usually around this time they start to take off, and it always sucks because we only have until sometimes not even until the middle of October. So sometimes even in October we gotta worry about frost and things, but lately it's been in the middle of October we have to worry about it. But so yeah, I don't know. Whatever happens, happens. Hopefully I don't have to worry about anything until the time comes. But yeah, usually before October I start slowly trying to take things in and get them back indoors. Again, it sucks because that's really when everything just starts taking off. It starts really growing, and I really wish we was warm all year round. I just keep everything outside, but it's what it is. Anyways, didn't mean to go out on a little rant at the end. But yeah. So have a good rest of the day, guys. Keep it real and definitely keep it tropical.